Predictions. Everybody loves them. We predict a lot of things, right? We predict what may happen to us in the future, what may happen at work, what may happen on our favorite reality TV show or the sports team we're watching. And we also make predictions about what may happen in the real estate market, what may happen in the luxury real estate market. What are the predictions for 2023 for the luxury real estate market? That is what this video is about, so don't go anywhere.
I'm Sherri Green with Coldwell Banker. Welcome to my YouTube channel that guides home sellers and home buyers in Washington, D.C. and Northern Virginia.
Predictions, real estate predictions. Everybody loves talking about real estate predictions, and I do too. I love talking about what might happen, what the trends are showing us, what the data is showing us, what may happen to the luxury real estate market in 2023. And my brokerage likes to talk about this too, and we like to be forward thinking as to what may come and what may happen. And because of that, each year my brokerage puts together a publication called The Report, Luxury Market Insights. So the report for 2023 has just come out. If you follow my channel, if you are subscribed, you know that last February, March, I did a 4-part series on the report of 2022, all about the luxury market real estate. Well, this is the updated report for 2023. The first video in this series, I discussed what happened in 2022. It was a wild ride. The 4 phases of 2022, it was wildly different in each quarter. In this video, though, what I want to talk about is what may happen in 2023. What are we going to see in that luxury real estate market space in 2023? I want to break this up into 2 different parts. So in this video, I'm going to talk about what we're really seeing in the market. And then in the 3rd video in the series, I'm going to talk about what we expect to see from the high net worth individual who's buying and selling in 2023. So let's jump right into the 3 things that I think are the hottest topics that have come out of the report. And again, you can download the entire report. Go down to the description, check the link, and you can download the entire report if you want to read it. It's over 100 pages. So what I've tried to do in these 3 videos is condense what the report says and give you the highlights, give you the cliff notes of what is in the report for 2023. So let's talk about what's to come in 2023. Looking back at 2022, and I won't go through it all again, you can watch this video that I just did about what happened in 2022. If you're curious, I'll link it right here in the video that you're in. But what I want to talk about now is what's going to happen in 2023. What sort of predictions are we seeing and thinking are going to happen as we roll through 2023? It's already March, so we have a little bit of an indication what might be happening. And I want to touch on 3 big points. And the first one is a housing market correction. Yes, you heard that right. Housing market correction seems to be underway. After 3 years and 40% price increases in the luxury home sector, uncertainty took root after the Federal Reserve started hiking interest rates in March of 2022. And they did this, as we all know, to curb inflation. So the market appears now to be normalizing to some pre-pandemic levels. So that is leading us to a little bit of a house pricing correction, a housing market correction based on the wild ride that we had over the last 3 years and the 40% price increases we've seen in the luxury housing sector. The second thing is that seasonality came back in 2022, right? So typically we have a great spring market, a slowdown in late summer, and a good fall market. And seasonality started to come back in 2022. It had flown out the window in 2020 and out the window in 2021. And that seasonality came back in 22, but it came back with a twist. Inventory, sales, and prices all rose in the 2nd quarter, only to stall in the 3rd quarter and the 4th quarters as the market reacted to these outside influences, rising interest rates, the war in Ukraine, what's happening with inflation. And expectations are the spring market will return in 2023. So that's what we're all laser focused on. We are at March. Today I'm filming this. It is March 20th. So as we continue through this spring market, which can go all the way to June, the prediction is that the seasonality of the spring market will be back. We'll see. The last thing that we're really seeing is that behavioral gaps between wealth demographics has widened. High net worth individuals are expected to shift their focus to conscious spending and future proofing, while ultra high net worth individuals will continue to live for the moment and prioritize personal enjoyment. So that's a really big difference, right? We have high net worth individuals and ultra high net worth individuals, and they're doing vastly different things. You might expect them to do the same thing in a typical year, in a typical luxury market, but they're not. The high net worth individuals are conscious spending and future proofing, while the ultra high net worth are living for the moment and prioritizing personal enjoyment. That's a huge difference. It's interesting because one of the things that I talked about in the previous video is that adjustment seems to be the word that was the overarching theme for 2022. And that's a little bit about what I see we're seeing in 2023 too. We have to be able to adjust. We have to be able to be flexible. I have a newsletter that I wrote and sent out this weekend, and that's what I said to my clients. If you want to sign up for my newsletter, you can check the links down below, and I'll have a link to that too. But I think that's what we have to think about, is being flexible. What we've seen in the last few months is that you may put a house on the market that is priced where the data is telling you to price it. And that's always what I'm going to show you, right? This is what the data is telling us, that property similar to yours is selling for. We make adjustments for things that are better in yours or might need improvement in yours, or your neighbor has better, whatever it may be. But then things have been happening while we sit on the market that have changed the value in the mind of the buyer. Interest rates change, or the volatility in the market changes. Their cash on hand is changing because of their stocks going up and down, or something can happen in the news in the neighborhood, and that could change the value of your property in an instant. And that's the thing that we're watching and seeing, and that's the thing that we're even experiencing. We've always said as real estate agents that the value of your house today is the value of your house today. That's really what it is. And market conditions can change. And I think for many years, a lot of buyers or consumers thought, that's just their line. That's just what they say. But it's true. And I think there's been no time in our immediate history like the last 3 years. I mean, we all saw things change on a dime when the pandemic hit. And then we all saw things change on a dime when people started panic buying. And then we all saw things change on a dime when 2022's first quarter took off like it was going to be okay. And then we saw the rate hike and things started slowing down. So being flexible and realizing where the data is telling us we are right now is going to remain paramount as we go through all of 2023. Are you new to my channel? Make sure you subscribe, because you don't want to miss the next video I'm going to do about this series, which is all about the high net worth clients and what they're buying in 2023. So if you're selling, you're going to want to know.